September 30th, 2013. I'm going to call this video priority. One of the things about, zoom in on this thing here a little bit. One of the things that's going on in the world right now is everybody's focused on this gigantic government shutdown. Now, how many times have these idiots come out and played this game, and everybody seems to follow it and gets all freaked out about it, and it's all smoke and mirrors. They don't plan on ever cutting anything. This president, I mean, he has in his mind that he's going to do this Obamacare one way or another, and if he doesn't get it one way, he'll do it through executive orders all the way down to martial law if he has to. So let's everybody get that understood right now, that he has those kind of powers, and he plans on using those. And like I've said, Obamacare has nothing to do with health care. It has everything to do with taking away your freedoms. The other thing is shutdown. A real shutdown, government shutdown in the United States would be all forms of government are shut down, not just, state parks, museums, a little bit of maybe White House security here and there. I'm talking a real shutdown's a shutdown. And, these state parks and some of this stuff they're talking about laying people off on, maybe they should just keep them closed and do a permanent shutdown on some of this. It's all fat anyway, and we can't afford it. But the bottom line to it is that they always try to make it look like that these two parties war against each other, and that they want the American people to rally for one side or the other and make them feel like that they have true democracy in the United States, when the whole time they don't give a rat's tail about what you think or feel. They're going to do what they want to do anyway. So don't get caught into the trap of, they're fighting for you, or the Democrats are fighting for the other party. I'm not Democrat, never have been. And I used to be a Republican, and I'm not that anymore. I'm just conservative, and with mainly God running it. But God doesn't live in the government. They kicked him out of there a long time ago. So these two parties who claim that they really care about the American citizen and the United States, they don't give a rat's tail. They got their paid agendas. They're paid off minions that do all their work for them. And I'm just so sick of hearing it. The debt limit, it don't mean anything anymore. It's almost 17 trillion. Let's just take it up to 100 trillion and be done with it and collapse it completely. I mean, it's going to collapse way before that time, but let's just get the stupid thing over with so we can start over. So maybe our kids can have a future. But the way they're doing it right now, piecemealing it, dragging it on, the stock market, what a joke. It's all based on whether the Federal Reserve is going to stimulate the economy or not. It doesn't have anything to do with our economy, whether companies are hiring or manufacturing's picking up. It's all about stimulation from the federal government, or the feds. I can't talk today for some odd reason. Place is starting to get to me. Notice on the map here too, by the way, this is a pretty good blast from the sun last night, and it's and I'm not big on science, so I might have this wrong, but a filament eruption, I believe this is called, that blew off the surface of the sun. And a good chunk of this is Earth directed, and I believe it's going to hit somewhere around the early morning hours of October 2nd and 3rd. maybe hit October 3rd hours in the morning hours. But the protons, neutrons uptick on the chart basically went off. I mean, just extremely high. And I think that we're starting to feel some of the effects of that. I wouldn't be surprised we have some pretty good sized outages with this. And maybe when that filament reaches Earth here on the 2nd and 3rd, they could put some pretty good pressure on our plates, tectonic plates, cause some earthquakes. So this is something to really keep an eye on. But hey, who really cares about this, right? Oh, we got the government shutdown to worry about. I mean, we've got more important things to think about. Maybe the women of L.A., what they're going to be wearing this week. I'm on edge on that one. Who's going to lose or win the Super Bowl this year? How about that, guys? Whole world's caving underneath your feet, but we all want to worry about the football games that are coming up. Yeah, that's real important. Priority. What's your priority? I mean, is your priority in life to think about your kid's future? Or who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Or that giant golf tournament that's coming up? I want to sleep through about 99% of them. But what about one of those that's coming up? All you guys that go out there and golf all the time? And that's all you think of is golf? Look up in the sky once in a while and see all the chemtrails that are coming down on top of your head when you're out there playing in them parks. I wonder why you don't feel too well today. Maybe start thinking about things like that instead of, who's going to win the golf tournament this year, huh? I tell you what, I feel like I'm on a planet full of a bunch of zombies. There's a few of us out there, but most of them are zombies that are dead, asleep, walking around, and don't have a clue what's going on. Just like this government shutdown, how big of a scam it is, and how they're conning you. They're conning you. It's a con game. They do it all the time. And then they're going to, when they pass these stupid new rules or new laws that come into effect with this Obamacare, or they change the program here and there a little bit to make it look like, well, you American people wanted this, and we put into play what you really wanted. Meanwhile, they planned on doing it anyway. And then you got you sucked into the lie again and the deceitfulness. They got you conned again. And then you're hoping next year, well, maybe if I get enough Republicans in there, we can change things. Yeah, that's the lie. What a waste of time. These Democrats, I wouldn't even want to have that tag to my name. Why don't you just call yourselves Russian or China or the New World Order or the Illuminati? Why don't you call you guys, I would respect you a little bit more if you would give yourself the real name that goes with it. But you don't. You hide behind this politic crud that we're all stuck with, that we got to watch and live in day after day. Meanwhile, unemployment's about 22%. And, most of the people getting out of college right now can't find work. Part-time jobs, woo, $8 an hour. How'd you like to go to college for 4 years, get out? All you got is a part-time job at $8 an hour, and you got to stay at home with mommy and daddy after they put your butt through college. So that's our new America. I hope we're all excited. And meanwhile, while we're giving up on God and trashing Him, look at this sun. That's just part of the wrath that's coming. If you don't think that He's fed up, He's fed up. You're going to see it in the H7N9 pandemic disease that's around the corner. You're going to see it in the death of the dollar, which is happening right now. If anybody watches the dollar, you got to keep an eye on it. Since 2008 to today, it's been like a giant slope going downhill. But hey, who cares about that? You know, who cares whether we have massive debt or not? Who really cares? As long as I get my car or my house and I get to watch my favorite ball games, who really cares? So anyway, America, the ones that are asleep out there, you might want to look out your window October 2nd and 3rd and take a look at your skies a little bit. They might look a little different with this crud that's coming towards us. And thank your federal government for the big fake drama that's going on. That's going to be, I guarantee you, the politicians, one thing about a politician that you can hang your hat on, they're never going to shut down the government where they don't get paid. They always will be paid. They'll be paid way before you ever think about getting your paycheck. They're first in line on everything, just like the health care bill. None of them are on it, but they got you on it. They got their own special health care program because they're special and they're godlike. That's what they think. So welcome to the new America. And keep your eyes open, folks, because when they're trying to distract you with this stupid thing, usually something around the corner comes that's a lot bigger. It's going to hit you, and you're going to wish you were paying attention to other things. Anyway, you have a good day.